Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Excited to see everyone today. Gloria said it's a beautiful day. It is totally a beautiful day. Today, my dogs are sunning on our deck because it's nice. It's not too hot for them. We had like massive downpour of rain yesterday, but today is looking a lot better. There's actually some sun coming through. Woohoo! Are there sun in your end of the world there? Anybody? Who has sun
It's nice
coming?
and
Yes, we
sunny.
have lots of sun, and we're going to have a really hot weekend, it sounds like.
Are you? What's
Yeah.
really hot for you?
On Sunday, they're saying 37 and it would be 45 with the Humidex. So that's really hot.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is huge. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Do you have air conditioning?
Yes, thank goodness.
Wow. Because when I grew up in Edmonton, way back when, people didn't have air conditioning. My parents don't have air conditioning because it's not hot enough to have it for a few days of the year. And then when I moved to Toronto, we bought our first house and it didn't have air. And the very first summer, we had this air that it gets humid here, so it's this air that's just sitting and it's like heavy and hot, and no matter what you could do, you can't cool anything down. And so I would close all of the drapes. It'd be dark so the sun couldn't get in, so we kept it as cool as possible. In the morning you'd wake up and it would be like already 85 degrees out, so you couldn't even cool down overnight. So we lived in the basement for a while, and I thought, I'm not going through this again. I'm getting air conditioning at the end of the season. And so then September, October came, and it was like, this isn't that bad. And I forgot about how hot it was till I got to the middle of the next summer, and I'm like, okay, note to self, don't talk yourself out of that air conditioning. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah, no, not, I'm a fair weather person. I like, my air conditioning, although some places it's too much. I was in um, Orlando one time and it was so cold. You needed to like wear a winter jacket in the hallway of the hotel because they were pumping the air so much. So there's, this fine line. I keep it like at 75 or so. Anyway, so I don't think we're getting that hot, but stay cool this weekend if
And
you're in hot
hydrated.
weather. Are we going to get that hot, Helene?
Yes.
Oh,
We're
okay.
supposed to go up to the 90s,
All
actually.
right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the same as 37, but maybe
It,
it's going to come from
yeah.
Gloria and pass by our way.
I
So
don't know.
that's
Yeah,
why today, welcome, welcome everybody in the kitchen. Who else do we have
I
in
don't
the
know. We have
house?
two Zoom
Sherry and
users.
we've got two Zoom users. I think one of them's Patricia, right?
Well, Patricia's already renamed because I renamed
Oh,
her.
okay. All right. Welcome everybody to this edition of In the Kitchen. We are making some what I call summer sips. And so we need to stay hydrated. Actually, all year round, we need to stay hydrated. But I thought in the summer, it's a nice time to make something, a little extra, maybe an infusion, so you get a little bit of extra flavor in your water, or not just plain water. So I have some ideas on how you can jazz up your hydration. And I also want to say last week we did watermelon, and you don't need to necessarily get all of your hydration from water. There's beautiful things like I'm using cucumber today, and watermelon are very hydrating for us. And then the other thing I want to say before we get going, and I learned this when I did a project on the golden years and nutrition for the golden years. One of the things that happens as we age is our receptors for thirst actually dull. So we don't realize that we're thirsty or that we need the water. So as we get older, and not that anybody's old, but that's part of life is we're all aging. You need to make sure that you're mindful about hydrating and staying hydrated. So this is a few things we're going to do today, and I'm going to get where's my little recipe because I know I'll forget to put something in my thing. So I'm going to do a couple of different versions. I'm going to do one where we can blend it I've got my food processor here, so you can do a blended version. Then you're going to get more of the pulp and the fiber from the fruits. And then we'll also do a couple of infusions. And I'm going to do a hibiscus tea drink. Okay, so we're going to start with a watermelon lime refresher. So that one I'm going to blend up. So I'm going to take, and this, Helene, you inspired this last week because you were talking about a watermelon drink. So this is kind of inspired. So I have some watermelon here that I have in cubes. I'm just gonna, so this has already got so much liquid, and I'm just gonna pour all the juices in there as well. It's been sitting, adding that. So that is probably a couple of cups of watermelon, and you can use more. I don't want to make too much because I'm gonna have all these drinks